Welcome back, all my friends, and if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome. My name is T and this is my channel, Crumpets Tea and Sewing. Thank you so much for joining us. Today I am going to be sharing with you my upcoming plans for the rest of November. So this is my sewing plans video, and I want to go ahead and start with the McCall's M8247. This is a pattern that I actually did several mock-ups of. I just recently featured it in one of my latest videos, so I'll put the information to that in the description box below, just in case you're wondering what that process was like for me. So I already did the mock-ups, as I stated before, and so now I'm in the process of choosing my final fabric, and I'm about to wash and prepare that fabric. So I'm really excited to share with you the final version of it now that I have the measurements and things like that I want for this cardigan. I will be getting started on this upcoming week, so stay tuned for that. Next, I want to make the Simplicity S9109 or the Simplicity 8606. Both of these are wrap skirts of sorts. The first version, the S9109, has buttons that you can actually put on. It's a variation that you can actually choose to put buttons on the front. And so I really like that version, and I haven't really decided whether or not I want to use that one yet. Just because it has buttons, and the fabric that I'm planning to use is a challis fabric. It's very silky and drapey, and so I'm not quite for certain if I want to start that project out with a challis fabric yet. But I'll go ahead and show you the fabric here against the pattern so you can get an idea of what that might look like and the type of fabric that I'm choosing. Now this is for Minerva Make. It's my next Minerva Make, and the fabric is a navy blue and cream floral design. I really love this fabric, and I can't wait to make something with this. So after I make the wrap skirt, I will have a little bit of fabric left over, and I want to make a butterick top or either the patina top, and I'll put those images here too so you can see what those tops look like. I started working on the patina top this week, but I'll tell you about that in a moment after I finish talking about the second wrap skirt. So this second wrap skirt is the Simplicity 8606, and it has options of putting a flounce at the bottom of the wrap skirt. So I'm thinking about leaning towards that one as well. However, I think this one, if I include the sash, it will use too much fabric and I won't be able to get a top. And so that's why I was flirting with the idea of doing the S9109 instead, because I think that extra fabric would lend itself better to a top rather than a sash. So that's kind of the reason why I'm leaning towards the S9109. However, I really love the idea of having the Simplicity 8606 because it's a really nice flirty style as well. So I don't know, you guys chime in below. Let me know in the comment section which one of these skirt patterns you think would look best, and whether I should actually focus my time on making a top with it as well. You all know I really love having a really good two-piece separate matching set. I just feel like it's the best way to get the most out of your fabric if you can get two pieces out of your fabric, and then also, you know, style it with different separates. I think it would be really cool to do that. And so that's why, like I said, I was leaning to making the S9109 so that I can actually have a top as well. Now, circling back to the patina top. So the patina blouse, I should say, that's what it's called, the patina blouse. It is a pattern that is by Friday Pattern Company, and I will put that in the description box so that, not the description box, yeah, the description box. I will put that in the description box so you can go over and see what this top looks like. It's a really nice top. You have buttons going down the center front. It has this really nice big collar that you can put on the garment. It has a back yoke that has some gathering in the back of the garment, and then you also have a gathered sleeve head that is kind of like a puffy sleeve head at the top of the sleeve, but the whole sleeve isn't like a puff sleeve. It's not a statement sleeve, but you do have a little bit of a puff up by the sleeve head. So I think it's a really fun, flirty looking top. And like I said, I was in the process of making several mock-ups. At the where I'm at right now, currently on the project, I did a bust adjustment. I also did a sloping shoulder adjustment, and those are all the adjustments that I have made. But I've noticed after making the bust adjustment, I had some drag lines going down towards my stomach, and also towards the floor. And so I think I need to add a little bit of length in the pattern, so that way it looks more pleasing and I don't have those drag lines. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with the patina top, and I'm not quite ready to actually make my final garment with it. And to be honest, I'm not even quite sure if I want to use the fabric that I had in mind, which is the Minerva fabric that I showed you, the navy blue and the cream fabric. So I also had another piece of fabric that I wanted to use for this patina top. This is a black fabric, so the background is black, and on the foreground you have all these beautiful colorful leaves. And I featured this on the channel before, but I was unsure as to what I should actually make with it. I only have 1.5 yards of fabric, and so I think that this patina top will actually work for this. I might have to really squeeze, you know, my pieces onto the fabric to get a top out of this, but I really think that I can actually get a top out of this fabric. It's a beautiful fabric, like I said, and I'm really looking forward to making something with this, and I have been looking forward to making something with this ever since fall has started. So anyway, that's another piece that I am excited to start working with. I'm also going to be making the Rose Claire dress by Cashmere Patterns, and I'll show you a picture up here what that looks like. So Cashmere is a company that is focused on plus sizes and plus size women. However, a few of their patterns this year were released with smaller sizes, and the Rose Claire dress is one of those patterns, and I'm really excited to be able to work with this pattern. At first I didn't think that I would be able to work with the pattern because, like I said, the pattern focuses on plus size women, and the plus size category doesn't fit my measurements in this particular case, because it is a very loose wrap dress that has these different tiers, these gathered tiers. Beautiful, beautiful dress. And I was really turned on to make this pattern when I saw Natita's review of this. And Natita, she goes by So Natural Dang here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. And I really loved her review, and I loved the one that she made. And so I had plans about 2 months ago to make this and for my Fabric Mart collaboration. And so the fabric that I'm actually going to be using for this is this beautiful strawberry and navy blue fabric that was sponsored to me by Fabric Mart. It's a beautiful fabric, and like I said, I can't wait to work with it. It's a sateen cotton fabric. It's 100% cotton fabric. It's a lightweight fabric, and I'm just thrilled to be able to use this fabric with the Rose Claire dress, and I'm hoping that it will make a beautiful Christmas dress. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the month as well, so that I can prepare for next month for my Christmas dress. I also want to get started on the dress that I want to make for my daughter, and I purchased this nice premium cotton from Joann Fabrics last month with a black background, and it has these beautiful blue leaves on the foreground. And my daughter really loves this fabric, and she wants me to make something for her for this upcoming January. And I decided that I was going to make her a dress with either this butterick pattern. It's 2 different butterick patterns that I actually want to use for this project, and I want to actually go ahead and show you those, and I'll pop the pictures and the images up so you can see the numbers and also the style on the front of the cover for the pattern. So this is a really nice fabric, like I said, and I think it's a cotton fabric, and I think that this would lend itself well to one of these dress patterns. She's looking for something that has buttons on the front, and so yeah, I'm going to be using that pretty soon. One of those 2 patterns, I'm going to be using those pretty soon so that I can make her a dress as well. So I'm going to be working on that. I don't think that I'll get it done this month, but I definitely want to get started on it. Lastly, I want to make me a really nice fall dress with this beautiful black, white, and cinnamon brown color fabric. It has these really nice big flowers on the foreground of the fabric, and then it also has these abstract lines going throughout the fabric as well. This is a fabric that I purchased from fabric.com several months ago, and I'm really thrilled to use something with this particular fabric for fall. So I'm thinking about the McCall's M7969 or the Simplicity S8872. The Simplicity S8872 is a pattern that I made already, and I've also have a pattern review on that particular make on the channel, and I'm really excited to revisit that particular pattern and also do maybe something new with the pattern. I'm thinking about doing the long version of that dress with the tier on the bottom with the long sleeves, or I'm thinking about, like I said, the McCall's M7969, and it's very similar to the Simplicity pattern with the exception of the bodice. The bodice have this faux wrap, and so I think that that's really fun. And then also the pattern has raglan sleeves instead of inset sleeves. So, but you still have that option of doing that really long dress, and then you also have an option to do a dress that has like a ruffle or a tier on the bottom of the dress as well. So I'm thinking about either one of those patterns. They're very similar to one another in many ways, but I'm just not certain which one would look good with this print. Again, chime in below and let me know. So basically, those are the things that I want to focus on this for the rest of this month. And I'm hoping to get most of these things done. And like I said, some of these projects might not get done until the first week of December, but I am looking forward to making something with these fabrics and also these patterns.